Might not seem obvious right now, but behind me is something special. But to fully appreciate it, we need to talk about one of the biggest problems we have in American cities. You see, the biggest problem in American cities is actually just a collection of medium-sized problems. Let me give you an example. If someone were to drop a bag of trash outside your house, you probably wouldn't contact the city. You just pick it up, throw it away, and move on. That's a small problem. If a dump truck were to take out a light pole and cut the power to the neighborhood, you probably wouldn't have to call the city. They would respond and fix it, because it's a big problem. But what about those problems that are challenging for an individual to tackle, but are a little too small for the city to prioritize? That's what I mean by a medium-sized problem. The tickets for them pile up in public works departments. They're the things that you see neglected, things that demand the attention of more than just one individual. And this is where the beauty of what's behind me comes into focus. Meet my friends Jonathan and Allison Poole, some of the founding members and leadership within a relatively new neighborhood association here in Chattanooga. And what I love about their association is that it's more than just a forum in which people in the neighborhood get together and complain. What they've helped model and create is centered around playfulness, actual community, and action. They show up at public hearings, they close down streets for kids to play in, and they launched the sidewalk clearing program. Jonathan and other individuals in the neighborhood had started clearing sidewalks that were neglected, but they started to realize if they got together collectively, they could tackle some of these medium-sized projects together. Now, some of these sidewalks were so overgrown that people living nearby didn't even know sidewalks existed there, literally rolling back vegetation like carpet sometimes. I was so impressed I decided to join them on one of their projects, despite it not being my neighborhood, and there were 3 benefits that became immediately obvious to me. The first one was the most obvious. Sidewalks got cleared, duh, and went from looking something like this into something like this. The second, less obvious benefit was community. Get to know your neighbors by working alongside them. You meet people who care enough about waking up early on a Saturday to join you to improve their neighborhood. But the last and least obvious benefit is this. This neighborhood has the respect and the attention of the city. Now, you might look at this and think, this is a sad good news story, like the city should be doing this. And you might be right. But the reality is they aren't. Because they've stepped in, they're earning the trust not just of the people who live nearby, but also the public works department. When the city caught wind of this project, they sent a bush hog a day or 2 before to take care of some of the more pernicious overgrowth. And I bet that if this neighborhood had a creative project or a pressing need, the public works department would be way more likely to prioritize them because they know that they're willing to put skin in the game. This neighborhood association isn't chasing the biggest ideas, just the next doable one. And they're transforming their neighborhood one medium-sized problem at a time.